Hello, I'm Dr. Matthewson. How are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling determined. If you're feeling sad or depressed, go out and take up a sport. Maybe you like to take up sailing. Right? I used to sail when I was young. Not frequently though. I have a friend who was very good sailing. We used to go up on a two-man sailboat. Right. The problem with sailing is that we were sailing in developing country back then. And in order to get the boat to the boat, we have to wade across the water, and usually there are what you call water snakes in there. So it's actually on reflection is a bit dangerous, but exercising is good for you. Go and do it. Pick up a safer spot. If you're doing sailing, pick a place where there are no crocodiles or snakes. Ipi saye. Okay, today I'd like to talk about the trade war between US and China. Uh, Today is September 17th of September 2018. All right, the trade war between China and US no doubt is going to get worse. The US thinks that they can uh, rack up the stakes, right? The trouble is the US is that they don't understand the Chinese mentality. The Chinese, if you, like President Xi, if you threaten him, he's not going to appear weak. It's a matter of face, right? He's not going to appear that he has lost the trade war and it's cowed down to President Trump. If he does that, his life as president of China will be very short. I'm sure there are many people who are out there to get his job. So it's a delicate matter. And Trump thinks he can bulldoze his way through China. Maybe he could do it 10, 20 years ago when China was very poor. In 1985, he probably could have done it, right? But nowadays, China is pretty rich. It's the second largest economy in the world, right? So if there's an escalation on trade war, the stock market is going to plunge, right? Up to a certain point, it won't be doomed. Jim Rogers said that. Jim Rogers is the rich fund manager, now retired, very rich. He said that the next bear market would be the worst. In a sense, I agree with him. Up to 20% of the 20% of the people in US, the top 20% of the rich people in US own 84% of the S&P 500 stocks in the US. So the stock market will plunge until all the people who can afford to, the market will sell down until there's no one else to sell. If the rich people owns a great deal of the share, they will keep on buying the stocks as it goes down. So that will, in a sense, will alleviate the fall of the stock market. But the initial fall will probably be very short. There are some people who buy stocks for their retirement and they cannot afford for their stocks to go below what they paid for it, and they will start selling in panic. The panic will stop when all these people have got rid of their positions, right? So yes, I agree, the next stock market will be very bad. So do what Ray Dalio says, be careful, be prudent when you invest. His strategy is, I think, about 35% stocks and 55% bonds, right? So think about that. You can look at that. But my bottom line is that we are probably at the start of the next bear market, but we don't know it yet, right? We only know in the next few months when the indicators, the trade indicators, the economic indicators start coming in, right? China will be affected first, then US, then China, the rest of the world, and then US will probably be the last, right? So invest prudently. Boom.